During the years of occupation, in most parts of Europe there was a growing form of resistance against the German occupation. Towards the end of the Second World War, large groups of resistance were combined into partisan groups and committed many sabotage actions. These activities became more and more coordinated, especially in countries like Poland, France, and the Soviet Union. Especially on the Eastern Front, the terms partisan and bandit were applied by the Nazi security apparatus to Jews, communists, Soviet state officials, Red Army stranglers, and any other persons deemed to pose a security risk. Rear area security operations against armed irregular fighters were often indistinguishable from massacres of civilians, accompanied by burning down villages, destroying crops, stealing livestock, deporting able-bodied population for slave labor to Germany, and leaving parentless children to their own. Historians estimate that around 1 million civilians may have died as a result of German anti-partisan warfare, excluding actual partisans. An ever-growing amount of German forces, mainly SS and police, were put into action to try to keep open the supply routes towards the front. The overwhelming emptiness of the Soviet-occupied territory meant a special threat. There, the partisans were able to unite themselves in huge groups, sometimes forming even whole divisions. The amount of troops needed to fight against the partisans bounded German formations that could not be put into action on the front. This amount grew and grew towards the end of the war. According to the beginning of 1944, it is estimated that a total of between 500,000 and 1 million partisans were in action against the German troops. In order to recognize the hardness of this type of warfare, a special badge, the Bandenkampfabzeichen, or the Anti-Partisan Warfare Badge, was instituted in January of 1944. All versions of the badge featured a skull and crossbones at the base, with a laurel wreath of oak leaves around the sides, and a sword in the center. The sword's handle has the sunwheel swastika with a blade plunged into a hydra, a snake-like Greek mythological creature whose 5 heads represent the partisans. The second version of the badge had a larger oak leaf in the wreath and a larger sunwheel swastika. Historians note the similarities between this symbol and the Toolgesellschaft or Tool Society, with a sword and a swastika and the design of the badge. This was a German occultist group founded in Munich shortly after World War I. The organization's membership list reads like a who is who of early Nazi sympathizers. So it seems that Heinrich Himmler, the Reichsführer of the SS, had sealed Germanic mythology into this medal. It was meant to be a bravery and service award, especially for SS and police members that were in action against the partisans. But it was open to all German soldiers, regardless their rank, that were part of the struggle against the partisans. Even soldiers of those countries that fought with the Germans could receive this award. The Bandenkampfabzeichen was instituted in 3 grades: bronze, silver, and gold. The award could be obtained after having fulfilled a certain number of days actually fighting against the partisans. bronze for 20 combat days, silver for 50 combat days, and gold for 150 combat days. It was needed to be in actual combat with the enemy. Days with close combat, so hand-to-hand fighting, could be counted for both the Bandenkampfabzeichen and the Nahkampfspange, or close combat clasp, a military award for participation in hand-to-hand fighting at close quarters as well. It is interesting to note that the Bandenkampfabzeichen could also be awarded posthumous. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and to make sure you don't miss my future work, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and press the bell notification button. Thank you, and see you in the next video.